With interest rates dropping, are high-yield savings accounts still worth it? In this video, we're going to find out if you should keep using these accounts or switch to something better. For those who don't know, a high-yield savings account is simply a savings account that pays a much higher interest rate than a regular one. They're usually offered by online banks that don't have physical branches or big expenses, so they're able to pass those savings on to us through better interest rates, no fees, and sometimes even sign-up bonuses. Unlike regular savings accounts from big banks like Wells Fargo, Chase, and Bank of America that offer a tiny 0.01% in interest, high-yield savings accounts usually offer anywhere from 3 to 5% or more depending on the bank. That means that if you save $10,000 in an account with 0.01% interest, you would only earn $1 a year. But with a high-yield savings account at 4%, you would make over $400 on that same $10,000. That's a huge difference, which is why high-yield savings accounts have become a popular choice for growing your savings. However, one big downside, and something a lot of people overlook, is that these interest rates can change at any time. That's because they're affected by the economy, especially the Federal Reserve's decisions on interest rates. When the Fed increases rates, banks usually increase theirs too, but when the Fed lowers rates, banks usually lower theirs. This means that if you open a high-yield savings account with, a 4.5% interest and you deposit $10,000, you could expect to earn around $450 in interest by the end of the year. However, that's only if the interest rates stay the same during that time. If they go up, you'll earn more, but if they go down, you'll obviously earn less. The problem right now is that interest rates on high-yield savings accounts are dropping like my motivation on a Monday morning, literally. Back in 2022, these rates were at their highest, with the best high-yield savings accounts paying 4 to 5% or more because the Fed kept raising interest rates. But now in 2025, interest rates are a little lower, around 3.75% to 4.75% depending on the bank. So people are now earning a little less than before. However, these interest rates are still way higher than the 0.01% to 0.41% you would normally get from a regular savings account. Now, no one knows for sure if interest rates will keep going down or go back up. But even with all of this uncertainty, I still think high-yield savings accounts are one of the best places to park your cash. And right now is actually the best time to open one while interest rates are still high. Here's why I'm such a fan. First off, the returns are just so much better than a regular savings account. Even at something like 4%, you're earning 400 times more than the tiny 0.01% you'd get from most big banks. So it makes sense to keep your savings in a high-yield savings account if you want your money to grow. And even if rates drop a little, they usually don't really make a huge difference unless you have a huge balance. Like say you've got $10,000 in a 4% account, that's $400 a year. If it drops to 3.8%, you're still pocketing about $380, which is only $20 less. Not exactly a deal breaker if you ask me. Plus, banks set their own interest rates and compete with each other all the time. So even if the Fed lowers rates, some banks might still offer higher interest rates to keep or attract new customers. On top of that, these accounts are safe and low risk. Most high-yield savings accounts are FDIC insured up to $250,000 per person per bank, so even if the bank fails, your money's protected up to that amount. In the case that you have more than that, you can actually spread your money across multiple banks or find a high-yield savings account that offers more coverage. Another thing I really like is that you can access your money at any time. Unlike other interest-bearing accounts such as CDs, where your money is locked up for months or years, with a high-yield savings account, you can take out your money whenever you need it without penalties. So you're getting that high interest rate while still being able to access your money at any time. Most high-yield savings accounts also don't charge monthly account fees or make you keep a minimum balance. Compare that to regular savings accounts that nickel and dime you with charges or force you to keep a certain amount in there. With a high-yield savings account, you're actually keeping what you earn without needing to worry about hidden fees. But one of the most powerful things about this account is that the interest compounds, which means you earn interest on your interest, helping your savings grow faster over time. The best part is that you don't really have to do anything. Just deposit your money like you normally would into your savings account and let it grow. So the bottom line is that no one knows where interest rates will go. But what we know for sure is that high-yield savings accounts will always earn you way more money than a regular one. So if you're gonna save money anyway, you might as well make some money while you're at it. So here are 5 popular high-yield savings accounts that I highly recommend. First up, we have one of my personal favorites, the SoFi checking and savings account. What makes it unique is that you get both a checking and a savings account in one, giving you better benefits than most standalone accounts. Right now, SoFi is offering 3.8% APY on savings with any direct deposit amount and 0.50% APY on checking with no monthly account fees or minimum balance requirements. So you'll earn interest on both your checking and savings balances. Your money is also FDIC insured up to $2 million. You get a debit card for cash withdrawals, and you can even deposit cash at over 90,000 locations, which is pretty rare for an online bank. But what really sets SoFi apart is that they're currently offering up to a $300 sign-up bonus for a limited time. And if you use the link in the description, you can actually get an extra $25, bringing your total bonus to $325. To get this bonus, you just need to set up direct deposit like your paycheck. And once you do that, you're going to be able to earn either a $50 bonus if you receive between $1,000 to $4,999 with 99 cents, or a $300 bonus if you receive $5,000 or more within 25 days of opening your account. If you want to learn more about this account, feel free to check out the link in the description. Another great option is Capital One's 360 Performance Savings Account. It's currently offering 3.7% APY with no account fees or minimums, and it's FDIC insured up to $250,000. What makes this account stand out is that unlike most online banks, Capital One actually has some physical branches and Capital One cafes where you can bank in person, grab a coffee, or even get some work done. So you pretty much get the best of both worlds here. Just keep in mind that Capital One branches aren't available in every state. Discover Savings Account is another solid choice, currently offering 3.75% APY with no account fees or minimums and FDIC insurance up to $250K. This account is pretty basic, but it's also currently offering a sign-up bonus of $150 when you deposit $15,000 or $200 when you deposit at least $25,000 within 45 days of opening your account. So if you have that type of cash, you can get some free money here too. Ally Savings Account is another great choice, currently offering 3.7% APY with no monthly fees or minimums and FDIC insurance up to $250K. This account is known for its savings buckets feature, which lets you divide your savings into different savings goals like an emergency fund or saving for a house, all while still earning interest on everything in one account. And although this next option is backed by a fintech company instead of a bank, Wealthfront's cash account is also worth considering. It offers 4% APY, no account fees or minimums, and up to $8 million in FDIC insurance through their partner banks. Plus, you're going to be getting a debit card with ATM access and perks like getting paid up to 2 days early. Now, there are many other high-yield savings accounts that I couldn't fit in this video, but some other popular ones worth mentioning is the American Express High-Yield Savings, Marcus by Goldman Sachs Savings, Laurel Road High-Yield Savings, Bass Bank Interest Savings, CIT Bank Platinum Savings, Everbank Performance Savings Account, Genius Bank Savings, and Lending Club's High-Yield Savings Account. Keep in mind that some of these accounts might require a minimum balance to open or earn its highest interest rates, so make sure to check the details before signing up. And remember, the account with the highest interest rate isn't always the best choice. The best account depends on what you need. For example, you might prefer a high-yield savings account with a lower interest rate, but extra perks like a debit card, ATM access, or a sign-up bonus. The most important thing is to pick an account that works best for you. And don't forget that you can always have multiple high-yield savings accounts and switch later on if a better deal comes along. But here's the thing, none of this matters if you don't know how to choose the right high-yield savings account or fully understand its pros and cons. That's why I've put together a free checklist with tips to help you find the best high-yield savings account for you, including my top recommendations. You can download it by using the link in the description. I also highly recommend watching this next video where I break down everything you should know about high-yield savings accounts before opening one. That way you'll be fully prepared and can get the most out of your money. See you on the next one.